Okay, so can we start it now? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Anur Rafiq. So I would like to explain about these tags. Okay, especially writing for academic paper here. And so for the next slide is okay. So the title is Avoiding Plagiarism Using Mendeley in Indonesian's Higher Education. So that's why I have 5 points here. Okay, the first is article identity, and the second one is research gap, and the third one is research objectives, and the third one is research method, and the last one is research findings. Okay, so why the reason I use this step, because it's easy for me to identifications, okay, or identify about five literatures that we agreed before. Okay, so the first literature. Okay, so here I got, what is that? The title, the first is Plagiarism and Academic Integrity in Indonesia Islamic Higher Education. We can adapt about factors and policy implications from DEDI ETAL 2025. Okay, so article identity comes from DEDI DR Husnawadi H and Waliadin W 2025. Okay, plagiarism and academic integrity in Indonesian Islamic higher educations. We cannot doubt about factors and policy implications, especially in education or edukasi. Okay, so here jurnal penelitian or pendidikan agama dan keagamaan, yaps. Okay, so we need to move the next slide. Okay, research gap that I know from this literature here, plagiarism has become a pressing concern in higher educations. Yes, its dynamics within Islamic University remain largely underexplored. Okay, so that's why. What about a research objective? The present study investigates investigates the extent of plagiarisms among students at an Indonesian state Islamic university and the main factor influencing this academic misconduct. Okay, so that's why these researchers want to do identify about the, what is that, under underexplored about what is that, educations or this one apps. Okay, absolutely. Next, research method. Okay, so here we are. Okay, the study employs a mixed method approach, mixed methods approach. The students, the study combined survey data with interview evidence to capture both the prevalence and underlying cases of plagiarism. Okay, so what about research finding? Okay, plagiarism remains high among students, mainly due to weak academic skills, especially paraphrasing, synthesizing, and citing, and the easy access to ICT and AI tools. The study highlights the next for curriculum reforms, stronger academic integrity, education, target skill training, and effective plagiarism or AI detection system to build a culture of honesty in Islamic higher educations. Okay, so what about the second literature here? Yes, absolutely. I got the article from what is that? Article identity, Rahman Sari A Elgen K. Julia Y. Castriana Herda. Okay, so the title is talking about the use of Mendeley application to avoid plagiarisms, a case study in Indonesia's tertiary education. Okay, so what about research gap that I got from here? Okay, the discussion of that topic is using application technology to manage setting and referencing to avoid plagiarism is limited to superficials and best perspectives from mentally experts and international teachers. Okay, so that's why. What about research objective? This case study aims to explore the motivates behind plagiarism and the roles of Mendeley applications. Okay, so and the other online tools is avoiding plagiarism in Indonesia's tertiary educations. Okay, so what about research method? Okay, so I got about that summary data was gathered by interviewing five master's students from one of the public universities in Indonesia. Then the data is processed by transcribing, coding, and selective and axial coding. So what about research finding, everyone? Interviews reveal five key motives for plagiarism, limited awareness, a negative attitude, easy internet access, okay, external pressures, and low competence and institutional issues. Mendeley and other AI tools can help prevent plagiarism by supporting citations, idea validations, and argument buildings. Okay, still maintaining argument building, still maintaining academic integrity and understanding how to use these tools properly is essential. Okay, so we can move it on the third literature here. So I got what is that interesting title here, plagiarism in the Indonesian's higher education, especially a study of non-English major undergraduates. Okay, come comes from Hartono ETAI 2023. Okay, so what about the article? What is that? Identity. We have Arif Hartono, Angga Badara Prima. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so what about research gap? Okay, while previous studies have helped understand the case of plagiarism, research on the severity and types of plagiarism committed by university students is limited, particularly in the Indonesian context. Okay, so what about a research objective? Okay, the study aims to investigate the prevalence of plagiarism among university students and identify the specific types of plagiarism that are most commonly commented in their written work. Okay, so what about research method? Okay, the study investigated how frequently university students engage in plagiarism by analyzing their writing with authenticate professional plagiarism detections. Okay, just like a tools, yeah, everyone's. 39 students from the same class wrote individual argumentative essay, which were then checked for plagiarism using um, authenticated. Okay, a manual review followed to verify the soft hardware's findings and to categorize the specific form of plagiarism identified. What about research finding? Students essays showed low plagiarism rate, okay, 9.87%, okay. Mosaic plagiarism was most common, 39 cases, okay, followed by verbatim plagiarism, 6 cases. What about the result indicates students struggle, particularly with mosaic plagiarism and need stronger training in paraphrasing skills. Okay, so what about the fourth literature? Okay, yep, this is my favorite title, I think. Someday, if I have an opportunity to make good article, I will restart. This is for restart reference my references. Yes, we start from medley citations and references, management application training and technical guidance. Okay, come from Iqbal Maulana. Okay, so and also what about the article identity? We have Iqbal Maulana for the first, and the second one is Muhammad Iqbal Salam, and the last one is sorry, and the third one is R.D. Putra, uh, Kodrini, and Saputra. Okay, so what about research gap? Okay, so I just know that about what is that? It is imperative to offer interactions and directions on the utilizations of Mendeley software for referencing to the komunitas pemuda literasi dan perjuangan pulpen. Okay, the purpose of these communities serve initiative is to facilitate the automated creations of citations and bibliographies when composing academic paper through the utilizations of the Mendeley tools. Okay, so we can move to the research objective here. Training in the utilizations of Mendeley is commonly offered to instill the comprehensions and proficiencies required to effectively handle this application. The aim of this activity is to facilitate the students in utilizing okay, Mendeley. The quality of academic writing can be evaluated based on the minimal occurrences of plagiarism everywhere. So what about a research and method? Okay, so mentoring is a systematic procedures where one or more individuals offer support, directions, and aid to another individual or group in order to assist them in attaining particular object or surmounting challenges. Mentoring generally entails the transmissions of knowledge, skills, and expertise. The process frequently involves collaborations when the mentor and mentee cooperate to identify obstacles, develop tactics, and execute remedies. Okay, so we can know that about recent finding. Yeah, participants were first taught how to create directly or indirect citations before using mentally. Everyone. Here, many students often misattribute sources, so understanding proper citations styles, especially those required by their university, is essential. Okay. What about the students? The students show strong interest and fairness provided clear examples. After learning the basics, participant practice applying correct citation strategies in mentally. Okay, here we are. We have what is that? We have what is that? Fourth. Okay, this is the last one for the fifth. Okay, the fifth. Sorry. Avoiding plagiarism using. Sorry. I would like to change it about my what is that? My word here. Okay. Okay, the fifth literature. Okay, so avoiding plagiarism using Mendeley in Indonesia higher education setting. Okay, come from Patak and Tahir. Okay, so and also I find that about definitions or the main point from research gap. Okay, so limited research on how reference management tools like Mendeley help prevent plagiarism in Indonesia, especially in higher educations like of and pre resell insights into the real reasons scholars comment plagiarism on. The perspective of trained Mendeley advisors insufficient explorations of the specific functions of citing and referencing via digital tools. Okay, strategies to uphold academic honesty. Few studies explaining how Mendeley can support the development of academic integrity through proper citation practices. What about research object? Okay, so yes, this is to explore reasons and scholar engaged in plagiarism according to Indonesian Mendeley advisors and the significances of citing and reversing using Mendeley as a tool to avoid plagiarism in higher educations. Okay, what about research and where is that? What about research here? Okay, design qualitative. Okay, research using thematic analysis. Okay, participants for Indonesian's Mendeley advisors. Sampling purpose plus convenience samplings, data collections, online interviews. Data analysis, transcriptions, translations, and thematic coding use NVIVO8. Okay. The last one is about research finding. Okay, so the reason for plagiarism, time pressures, laziness, busy schedules, or a role of Mendeley. Confirming idea, highlighting key points, critiquing or supporting others' work, and building arguments. And Mendeley supports academic honesty and reduces plagiarism risks. Okay, so that's why the conclusions from this text or assignments is yeah, I hope I am able to explore about what they thinking of about how to make what is that research a good research of from five literatures. Okay, so that's all from me, and okay, thank you so much. So let's close our meeting today. Let's pray together. Pray, please. I mean, thank you so much. So I hope we are having a good day, and I hope we are having a good opportunities, and see ya.